What's up, guys? Welcome back to RC Insiders. We're going to start off here in the secret underground bunker, and we're going to introduce you to the ERICKHILL Digital Anemometer. So guys, this is a really fun word to say. You can say it however you want, but it is an anemometer. Anemometer. So basically an anemometer is a device used to measure like wind speed, airflow, things like this. So our buddies over at ERICKHILL, they've seen one of our drone videos and they asked if we'd be interested in showing you guys an anemometer that they make. This is the model H2625C. This is a professional anemometer, mostly used in outdoor activities, but like HVAC guys probably use these a lot to get proper airflow through your vent work and stuff like that. But our primary use for the anemometer will be for our drones, right? So let's get this thing out and take a look at it. Comes in a cool little carrying case, and it does come with directions, guys. So if you've never used an anemometer before, which I'm not too familiar with them, definitely you're going to want to read through this thing. It's going to tell you what all the buttons do. I played around with it a little bit before we take it out and measure some air, because there's a spot over on the Detroit River we wanted to take the drone up, so this will be a good use for us to get it out and see what we're going to actually do with it. So read through this. It's going to have tons of information on it. There's a learning curve to these things, but for us it's going to be easy because our primary use will be measuring wind speed and temperature and stuff like that. So that's the carrying case that it comes in, guys, and this is what it looks like. So obviously there's a fan on the top, and that's going to be what measures your wind speed. So when you hit the button, the power button for the unit, you're going to, right off the bat, you're going to have just a wealth of information on it. It's going to give you your degree, the temperature. It's going to give you your relative humidity, and it's going to give you your current wind speed. You can switch. How did we do that? I think long press unit will switch between Celsius. So it's 20.8 degrees Celsius, and then a long push on the unit button will get us back to Fahrenheit, which it's much warmer when you're in Fahrenheit, guys. Winter's coming up, so it's really important that you learn Fahrenheit. If you only know Celsius, you're just going to be cold all the time, right? Kidding. So we got 69 degrees Fahrenheit, so that's how you change that. So we'll also give you your dew point, which currently in the underground bunker are at 59.7 degrees Fahrenheit as our dew point. And it'll also give you wet bulb temperature, which is around 63.3 degrees Fahrenheit. Our relative humidity right now is 69.7%. How did we get out of that? Okay, back to regular temperature. So 69.9 degrees Fahrenheit is our regular temperature. What does the function button do? Okay, so let's say you're a HVAC guy and you're ready to measure some airflow. You want to get your cubic feet per minute, stuff like that. You'll come in here, you'll set the size of the area, and this button right here, you do all your calculations and then you enter it here. Set it to whatever your specific area is, and that's how you would use that. And then you push. Ooh, remember, I'm learning here too, guys. Was it function? Okay, so then after you set the area that you're measuring, then you can get your flow. So it's going to give you a specific cubic feet per minute, or however you can determine how you're measuring the air. And that's going to give you your specific to the measurements that you entered. So you can figure out, cubic feet per minute and airflow with the unit. Like I said, for guys and girls in the HVAC industry, this is probably a tool you're familiar with. And this is an inexpensive tool that you can pick up. I think this thing's only around 35 bucks, and everything that I've read about it, extremely accurate. So like I said, a wealth of stuff that you guys can do here. And then anytime you guys, if you get stuck, you can't figure out how to get back where you were, you can always push that power button, power it back up, and then we're right back to where we started, back to 70 degrees, you know, your relative humidity. All right, then, so your wind speed, which is what is important for us, which is what we're going to mainly use it for. So you can measure it in several different measurements, like knots, kilometers, miles per second, miles per hour, obviously, which is where we're going to be concerned with, because that's what we're familiar with, miles per hour. Although, like we were talking, it's like, it's funny, you're measuring wind speed in miles per hour. What does that mean? How did we do it? So to change, was it, okay, yeah, you just push your unit button. I believe this is miles per second, kilometers per hour, miles per hour. Just keep pushing that unit button, and you'll get several different units of measure over here on the side. I believe that's feet per minute, I'm hoping, feet per second. And then, of course, knots, which is an actual measurement intended for wind speed. So it's pretty cool. It's got tons of neat features on it, guys. Just being able to have that at your fingertips, know exactly how, you know, wind speed, temperature, humidity, these are all important things. Even say you're doing top speed runs with your RC car, you can see how wind would obviously affect your top speed. You got a good wind fighting you. So miles per hour, I'll give a blow on it. And then you can see that happening there. And you can also, guys, you can get an average speed. Like if you want to set this thing out, you can get an average speed, max speed, minimum speed, and, you know, average over a certain period of time. It does that as well. So I got it up to 10 there. All right, guys. Wait, I got to see if I can break that. I know I can beat 10 miles an hour. There we go. All right, guys. 20 miles an hour, right? What does that mean in kilometers an hour? I have no idea, but I know that I can blow 20 miles an hour when. Alright, guys, so that's a quick just showing you what the functions do, and then we're going to scope out this place over at the Detroit River and see if conditions are right for flying a drone today. We do have a Mavic, so, you know, it can fly in wind, just prefer it not to. You know, you're always taking a chance, but this is going to be a handy tool for us moving forward in the future. So, pretty neat little thing. I've never had one before. It is fun. It's fun to play with, but it does give you a wealth of information, you know, right here at your fingertips. And like I said, HVAC, you know, people who are professionally really need to understand these things. This is a good tool. You know, cubic feet per minute, like I said. Really good tool for us. We're going to know the wind speed and temperature, and like I said, the humidity. All important things to everybody. So pretty sweet little tool. We're going to head out to the river and see what the wind looks like today, guys. I'll see you in a bit. Alright, guys, so we had found this new location out here along the Detroit River, and this is what we were wanting to film with the drone. So basically, turn on the anemometer out here. So we got it set to miles per hour. We're at 61.7 degrees here, 48.5% relative humidity. So this is basically what we're really going to use the anemometer for. That's a fun word to say, right, guys? Anemometer? Anemometer. So this is basically what we're going to use it for. So we're going to walk out onto the pier here, which is really beautiful out here, and we're going to get a reading on it and see if it's even practical to fly the drone. So we'll meet you out there. Alright guys, so we're picking up a steady, about a 6-mile-an-hour wind here. Wait, no, that's knots. Hold on a second. So you got knots, whatever that one is, kilometers, there's miles per hour. So here on the ground level, we're already approaching about 10 miles an hour. So probably not ideal conditions for the drone. Because, you know, once you get up a little higher, it's going to be obviously much higher. And then, what was the other thing? Function. That was setting the area, flow rate, and then back to miles per hour. So it's quite windy. You can actually hear it humming, getting up around 15 miles an hour. Back down to 5. So it's working pretty well. And then of course you got to make sure your fan is in the right direction. So not a good day for a drone, guys, but a beautiful day to check out this cool place. Alright, we'll see you in a bit. Alright guys, well, it might not have been a good day for drones, but it was a good day to check out this cool ERICKHILL Anemometer. Remember that you can also check, do some averages. You can get like your max speed, your minimum speed, and then you can get your average speed. So that's a pretty cool feature that we will definitely use. Guys, you could also use it for like if you're doing top speed runs with your RC car, see how bad the wind will affect you. Everything just simply can reset with the power button, turn it off, turn it back on. And then of course change your units to whichever you're comfortable with. Of course here in me, I like miles per hour because that's what I get. So we're still looking at a steady 10 to 12, even 15 mile an hour wind. So unfortunately no drone today. If you got a good drone like a Mavic or something, yeah, you can take it out today, but definitely not gonna take anything cheaper than that out. But I'm not even gonna take the Mavic out today because I don't feel like crashing it. Alright, cool, awesome little deal. Alright guys, so what a difference a day makes, right? It's bright, it's sunny, it's warm. And let's check the wind speed today. All the way down to about 0 to a mile, maybe a couple miles an hour today. So that is awesome. So what do you guys think of the ERICKHILL Anemometer? Still a fun word to say, guys, even the next day. So we're gonna head out with the drone today. Let us know, guys, what you think of the anemometer. Pretty sweet little, we'll call it a tool, but to us, I think it's a fun toy that we're gonna be able to use. And like I said, primarily just for drone use to check the conditions and stuff like that. So, alright guys, pretty sweet little deal. Don't forget, guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, do it before you go. We're going to do something fun and cool and neat every week. It'll be something different, mainly RC, but sometimes we'll do some cool stuff like this. Alright guys, until next time, happy bashing.